All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the San Francisco 49ers. This is taken at his 4. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now a first down throw. Luck. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it. Couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And an alley to run. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run on first down. Swift dancing away at the 30. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
Check, go back. We got motion. Back up.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right. And now he's going to... Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Mike. Check, 55.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he's got his target. That's more. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
Yellow. I'm going
right there, 56. Hey. Kill.
43.
On first down, Swift. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Yellow.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Jim. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Check that. Hey, 43, 15.
They'll try the left side. Swift. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Hey, 15. Go. Mike's 56. Hey, pick your game up. Mike 56. Mike 56. Watch the backer. 56. Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
56.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he's got room. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. From the 25 on 2nd down, Luck. Caught here by Bell. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
Alert 3, alert 3. Watch twist.
12. Hey, Haywood.
35's the mic. Watch the pass. Back's mine.
From the gun, here's Love. He is going to find Hill here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First catch there for Hill, and he's got a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Check. Fresno.
Now a first down carry by Bell. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check 43.
Hey, check.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50. You.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And a nice spin into some open field. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 27 yards there, a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little, and oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Check. Lucky.
Reggie.
36. Hey, I got him.
On first down, it's Long. It's Hill, complete. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Right, 40.
Watch your slant.
Check 9. 11. 5.
56. Mike, 56, right there.
They'll run on first down. Bell. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Go.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tyreek Hill, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now stands at 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Check three, 61, matchbox, right.
On second down now. Swift, he is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Throwing now is Mahomes. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
$12 yards on the return that time. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And now this throw complete to Washington. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
12. You got tight. You got tight right there.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Check out. 5, 6, 5.
On 1st down, it's Bell. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check safety, check safety.
Monday. Strong right.
Check.
They'll try the air now with Locke. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check.
Go ahead.
Tighten up.
11Z.
Hey, Echo.
He's coming.
Now Luck. Eluding the pressure right. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Here's Moore on the return. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
43, 15.
On second down, Swift. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Crawl.
Mike 35. Mike 35. All right, T. Let's go. All right, T. 35's the Mike.
Luck now to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
Yellow. There's a line.
Tight down. There you go.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes escaping the play. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. To throw, it's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. The chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
That's the score. Niners 48, Buccaneers 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach...
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And an alley to run. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Yellow.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's second down. They go play fake. Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A 3rd down gain of 19.
First down, Buccaneers.
Yellow.
51, Mike 51. Go, Mike 51. Box shot. Hey, let's go. Come the crowd. Watch twist.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He's going to look deep for more. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
I got him.
Again, it's Bell. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Watch the 27.
Watch the run. Hey, we got tight left.
Run back.
No.
Pilot, 64, weak.
On.
Check. Bang.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
11 feet. Reggie. 12.
They are going for it. It's locked. They complete it to Hill. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 18 yards, 1st down Niners. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll run on 1st down. Bell. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check. Cross. Cross.
They'll go again with Bell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Kill.
Mexico.
Rush in. Motion.
Bell. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Hey, Delta.
Hey, we got to get the stop here, D.
Here's Bell. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
On your team. 11.
On 3rd down, they run with Madison. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. On second down now, Swift, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Right back to him on first down. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On second and 11 now, Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Looking to throw on second down. Luck, and he's going to keep it here. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Go ahead.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And not the result they were hoping for there, at least in terms of the kick team, as that'll get out of bounds at just the 35-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. Say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. He's going to look deep for more. And now here's another interception. Trevor Williams with a pick. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bell. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The Niners on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing is Luck. Gets this one to Hill. 30. The 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Benardrick McKinney make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Mahomes now to throw. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So down a couple scores, only 1 timeout left. You figure they have to get this one. And the 49er hands team does its job. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Charles, defensively, 1 timeout left. Do you use it here, or do you let it roll to the 2-minute warning?
I would use it here because you're going to get the 2-minute warning stoppage as well. And then that means you have to snap the ball again. Something could happen. Something could go awry. You could get the ball back. I wouldn't let it run.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Ready.
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Returning it is Moore. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
Yellow. Let's go, Louie.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Right side.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Benardrick McKinney in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Niners, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.